Alright, everybody, we are live, and today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic to the Sith Lords. We are now on part 9, and we finally just completed like the first open world planet, pretty much. Yep, it took like 9 parts. Just kidding, it actually only took like 4 parts to complete this planet. I think we got this planet like round part 6 or part 5. I can't actually remember the top of my head. But yes, it's going to be a long playthrough. That's a good thing. I like long playthroughs. So I've been having a little thought about playthroughs like later in this year, because I want to do a playthrough of the Elder Scrolls games, but I'm not sure if I want to do a playthrough of Morrowind or not. Like, I've still not made my decision. But I'm playing a game like this. See, the problem with Morrowind is I don't actually remember where all the locations are. And I don't know if it's the best game to stream. Like, me being lost looking for something for about 2 hours. Don't think that'd be that fun to watch. That was so odd.
It might be helpful if I made some changes to my remote's maintenance laser to do spot repairs.
That would be a welcome improvement. My combat effectiveness could be better sustained, providing an advantageous arrangement. And my miniature counterpart would finally be able to pull his weight in a fight.
Good right side.
The General was just teasing you. Don't worry. Once I get that laser upgraded, you won't hear another word from Goto. Alright then. I'll work on it when we get back to the Hawk.
We are on the Hawk though!
There. You should be able to do some quick fixes. You won't be able to perform serious repairs, but you should be able to patch up any broken droids.
Nice, so just get upgrade. You're so
You know, I think it's time I gave your cutting laser a little boost. It works fine for repairs, but we could use your help in a firefight. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure they keep you out of their scopes. Hey, it's something for Goto to be jealous of, right? Think of it this way. You can keep Goto in line with it.
So this guy's getting himself first and destroyed. Good. I feel not live on it first later. Okay. Oh my.
If I might have a moment.
What is it, Goto?
I have spent some time in the presence of your remote, and the upgrades you have performed on him are quite adequate. I am impressed with your work, though less so with your remote itself.
What's wrong with my remote?
I find his use of resources, energy spent on frivolous things, to be an unsightly waste. But it is obvious you have some skill, however slight, in the upgrading of machines. I want you to provide me with similar upgrades.
I should be able to do something. I will see what I can do next time I have a free moment.
Alright. So we are going to activate HK-47. So we start working on him. Let one happen that.
Diagnostic. HK-47 activated. Running checks through primary systems. Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment. I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude. Answer. Oh, that is impossible, Master. If I were out to kill you, we would not be speaking. And regardless, I am a unique model. Why, to think that there would be other versions of me would be unacceptable. Statement. Master, I must inform you that your attempts at humor are wasted on a droid such as I. As I have expressed, I am unique.
You bet.
Resignation. Very well, Master. If you persist in your attempts at humor, I shall indulge you. Let me check the ship's records, and we will settle this matter once and for all. Conclusion. You speak the truth. This discovery is also causing me some degree of anger and humiliation.
It is.
Mockery. Am I all right? Oh, yes, Master. Why, I am fine. Statement. I've only just been reactivated, only to find that there are substandard duplicates of me running all over the galaxy, corroding my good name. But if they are in fact hunting you, then I look forward to the opportunity to meet these units and educate them in proper assassination protocols. Conclusion. So it seems I need you, for the time being. Answer. It seems you would know more than I. My memory centers are experiencing some setbacks. Reflection. Of course, for some reason that does not alarm me. I suspect I have suffered such repeated memory failures before. Still, the loss of my higher combat and assassination protocols is shameful and degrading. Answer. I do not know, Master. It is curious that I was here, although this place does seem familiar. Extrapolation. Perhaps someone was already in the process of rebuilding me. It may be I was needed for some task. Answer. It seems...
Yeah, we're already here. Okay. Yeah.
Recitation. Yes, as I said, I am an... Oh, how I hate that term. Answer. Yes, Master. HK-47 is ready to serve.
Disjointed body, because silence allows them to do more damage to bonus blasters. Right! We got now got access to HK. Let's see what's
Statement. Master. Statement. Just when I believe my photoreceptors have recorded the last potential aspect of your cruelty to my memory core, you commit a new atrocity that leaves me analyzing its impact for days. You are like a delightful random cruelty generator, Master, poisoning all you touch with your presence. You are a testament to all organic meatbags everywhere. Statement. I have already learned a great deal, Master, and I am anxious to learn more of lying, betrayal, and new ways to harm innocence. Statement.
Irrigation.
Statement. Oh, yes, Master. Pain is really the only reliable means by which truth may be obtained, or so I choose to believe. Statement. Master, I am no behavior droid, but it is obvious to me that you have serious ethical problems that will need to be treated at some point. Very well. Ask your questions. If you feel the need to make it an interrogation, however, do not restrain yourself. I would be saddened if you held back.
I should be.
Statement. Master, you wound me. Not physically, but in my behavior core. It is true that I once possessed many more protocols and upgrades, but time and
You're obviously
damage
going to get all
has
the
taken
upgrades.
its toll.
Get your
And
skill
I am
checks.
afraid that I have a rather long history of memory problems, which has also compromised my effectiveness as well. Still, you will find me a valuable asset, Master, willing and able to terminate anything you point me towards.
So Can't upgrade him yet.
Answer. No, Master, I do not. I am afraid I have been out of touch with the Sith for many years. This new Sith threat fights differently than the ones I was familiar with. These seem to favor stealth and assassination to achieve their ends. Answer. No, Master. The Sith had many hidden bases and strongholds before and during the Jedi Civil War, and I doubt the Republic found them all. Theory. It is possible that the Sith still hold one such base, if not several. Consolation. But I would not worry, Master. I imagine it will not be long before their murderous hands try to seize you by the throat. Twi'lek metaphor. Jontabosi likita masisoringada untamiasa grawino rutu. Query. Master, excuse me. One thing I have noticed as we travel the galaxy, you seem to possess the ability to understand a variety of alien languages. Forgive me, but that does not seem in keeping with my assessment of your talents. Query. May I see it? Answer. Because it seems to know all the languages I do, and I am feeling degrees of familiarity and inferiority both at once.
Right.
Observation. This is indeed familiar. Indeed, it seems to be modeled after my vocabulator, with some modifications, of course. Curious. You say you obtained this device on Paragus. Observation. Master, I do believe this device serves multiple functions, including tracking your position for any HK units in the vicinity. Confirmation. Yes, Master, I believe so. Of course, we would need to find 3 separate HK squads and use this device
Why
in
would we
order
use
to target
HK?
their base.
Oh, why not? Just wait.
Answer. Master, the nature of the signal from the sonic imprint sensor is such that we must wait until it is signaled. It does not please me any more than it does you, but one of the primary traits of an assassin or assassin droid is patience.
Okay.
Statement. Answer. Master,
Okay.
consolation.
Okay, we're gonna get an answer for that.
Answer. Many organic meatbags find that question difficult to answer, Master, but I believe I can provide you with a satisfactory definition. Definition. Love is making a shot to the knees of a target 120 kilometers away using an Aerotech sniper rifle with a tri-light scope. Statement. This definition, I am told, is subject to interpretation. Obviously, love is a matter of odds. Not many meatbags could make such a shot, and strangely enough, not many meatbags would derive love from it. Yet for me, love is knowing your target, putting them in your targeting reticle, and together achieving a singular purpose against statistically long odds.
Okay.
Statement. Statement. Ah, yes. Them. Very well. What did you wish to know? Answer. Master, I do not know. I have tried in vain to find it, but so far the location of the factory churning out these copies has eluded me. Statement. I have no idea, Master.
Okay.
Statement. What of them? Statement. Master, there are 2 reasons for this. 1. The probability of them showing up around you is statistically high. If I I travel with you, then my chances of encountering these clones is also high. The second reason is a little more complicated. You see, even though those clones are obviously cheap, artless imitations of me, well, they are still me.
Yeah.
Answer. Somehow these droids are built from my schematics. This causes certain complications. Answer. Because of my self-preservation program, my behavior core recognizes these templates as still being me, despite their individuality. I could no more shoot them than I could shoot myself. It is a frustrating situation that has been looping through my behavior core for some time.
That would annoy you.
Statement. Oh no, Master, surely you are mistaken. I would never malfunction in such a way on purpose. Prompt. Do you understand me? I have. Answer. I fear that any such information that exists
So we have to
would
get in
only
the
come out
gallery,
when
okay.
a certain... That is why I am eager to encounter...
Okay.
Answer. Well, Master, it seems you have become a popular individual in the galaxy.
That's
This
true.
is somewhat surprising to me, since this dissemination of information could not have been caused by your actions alone.
Okay.
Statement. Master, there is mention of you specifically in the Corward databases, even in public terminals on Coruscant. Observation. I was led to believe that this information concerning Jedi was not for public consumption, yet somehow it has been made known to them. Conclusion. Someone wants everyone to know that you exist, Master, and that you are back in Republic space.
Great disappear.
If I did not know better, which is computationally impossible, I believe that someone wants to make you a target, and they are succeeding admirably. Answer. Master, my feeling would be the exchange. But that doesn't seem to be enough to answer the question, however. Rhetorical. Why wouldn't they have simply kept the information to themselves? Such an answer does not address the central question. And that is, why someone would choose to broadcast your location all over the known galaxy. Theory. My suspicion is that someone is using you as bait for a larger target, who is unknown at this time.
Minus.
Answer. Master, as part of my original programming, I am able to communicate in over 600 languages. This usually amounted to short verbal warnings when killing non-basic speaking targets, which gave me some small measure of satisfaction. Answer. Yes. I believe my original master needed this functionality in order to recover information from various indigenous tribes across the galaxy, but I know little else than that. Suffice to say that that translation capability allowed these copies of myself to assume the role of protocol and translation droids in much of known space. That is, of course, not their primary function. And while they are attempting to pass themselves off as translation droids, their primary functionality keeps rising to the forefront. Recitation. For example, on Praven Prime, the simple transferring of Elzing syntax for friendship changes its meaning and implies that one's broodmate was actually impregnated by their own host.
That wasn't said to them directly, was it?
Confirmation. Oh, truly, you can imagine the results. Statement. This comment, of course, caused a civil war between the Guvandi Collective and Elzing that still persists to the current date.
You actually know those races.
Answer. Yes, Master. Such incidents often spread outwards from their point of origin, much like an echo. Answer. In the case of Praven Prime, The Civil War actually forced the Republic to back out of Guvandi's space and let their world fall from Republic control. As I understand it, that would be best. Keeping such a world would have been a token gesture of control. As an added burden, the resources needed to invest in diplomatic and trade relations would have far outweighed what would have been required. Besides, Master, quite frankly, the Guvandi and Elzing needed a good war. They were races that relied more on words than actions, and a good brisk killing woke them from their torpid state. Also, the result of the war will be that the drastically reduced Elzing population will eventually need to call upon the Republic for emergency relief. Answer: the Republic stands to gain. The Republic will be able to supply such emergency relief at a fraction of the cost to the now reduced population. Of course, such aid would only come 4 or 5 years after the war was started. One would have to be patient and let death and destruction run its course. Answer: Master, being a meatbag, your answer does not surprise me. You see, part of the reason an assassin droid is so effective is because...
okay, wait.
Statement: oh, do shut up, you beeping little trash compactor. Anyway, as I was saying, droid mockery. Part of the lullaby function comes when the furnishings pull out Tabana-powered rifles and point them at the owner's heads. My identity as an assassin droid was unknown for quite some time, even during the recent events when all that trouble occurred amongst the Jedi. I'm sure you've already heard more than enough about...
Okay.
Theory. Well, Master, I believe I was shot repeatedly. Once reduced to my component parts, I suspect pieces of me were sold across the galaxy. Statement: I am an extremely valuable piece of equipment after all, Master. My parts were no doubt costly to obtain, and their new owners hesitant to part with them. Statement: there is no need to hide your embarrassment over the high price I commanded, Master. I will be worth every credit. Despite my apparent memory damage, crippled assassination protocols, and the small amount of rust that decorates my frame. Regardless, please bear in mind that I am quite an asset, and that you would be well advised to take good care of me.
Okay. Okay, so that's everything for now. Characters lost. Alright, let's see if we got any other dialogue. Okay, we've already got all this dialogue. I'm the Wookiee.
Yes. Is there something... as anxious as... the fact we are even... and... a common misconception not supported by facts.
By the way, could we expect the dark side of
the Republic? He deliberately left the infrastructure of many planets intact, and many military production facilities. I believe that by whatever means he used to build his armada, he recognized that it was somehow a limited source, or that he was only willing to use it to a point. My prediction is that whatever production facility was being employed, it carried a price that Revan perceived as detrimental to the goals of the Sith. And that is why Revan left many military production facilities in the Republic intact. Unlike Revan, Malak demonstrated no concern for the future of the Republic in his attacks. His stratagems were painfully obvious, intending to crush all resistance everywhere. There was little thought beyond the complete destruction of anything that opposed him. He left quite a mess. I'm still trying to assess all the damage. Between the two, I would have preferred Revan rule the galaxy. He had foresight in his conquest, a subtlety that Malak did not possess. That is also a mystery to me. I do not have any evidence upon which to build an answer. It is significant that after the defeat of Malak, the forces decreased considerably, and after Revan's departure from known space, production ceased completely. It is my prediction that whatever was producing such forces needed a strong, effective leader to ensure its stability. Without Revan or Malak, there was no such figure left among the Sith. Now, that would be telling. For the assassin droids. I have encountered some, purchased the service of others. Why, I asked them to. To be honest, I believe that was always their intention, but it seems their directive was dormant for some time. If you mean produced, no, I do not. I do know that there are a surprising number scattered throughout the Republic fleet searching for you. What they will do now that you are found is easy to predict.
Yeah.
They are masquerading as protocol droids. I've discovered that when they are used in negotiations, they have a predictable pattern of sabotaging whatever peace treaties they are involved with. Of course they are. They're droids with very specific protocols that, unless changed, will dictate their movements. Unless you shut them down at the source, they will be stalking you until you are captured or terminated. Why don't you ask their predecessor, that archaic memory-impaired assassin?
Yeah, we already do that, bro. I already did ask him. Okay, so we already asked him the other questions. See if anybody else is getting dialogue where we travel.
My life for yours. I am prepared both in mind and body for your teachings.
Let's see.
I understand now. Such a form will increase my skills and my use to you.
See to that you master.
My life. I am prepared for whatever you wish to. I understand now. My life.
Okay.
I.
No. Pretty much all the questions we already asked. I think there's a few questions that we do need to increase the persuasion, but that's about it.
Yes, General? Let me see what you have. That's everything. Now all you need is a little quiet time with the workbench.
Critical advantage. Okay, silver. Nice. Actually gave him a lot of XP, that was actually worth doing. Let's see. So persuasion get up. Tree entry up. Use up. I mean, Awareness is good, but it's not essential. So what level are we now? Still not level 18. Do I actually know what I want to upgrade? Because we can't upgrade that to the next level. You have to spend a point or something. I wish I could save the points for like a higher level. What's this? Drain life. I mean, that's good for health regen, but force heal is much better. Mind trick. Sure. What level are we actually? 17, so next level we'll upgrade Force Landing. This is quite useful. See, destroys it. Yes. Nice. Coverage faster, okay. Right. Doubt my computer skills are good enough high enough. Oh, they are. Computer's getting intelligent. Nice. Don't think my computer will be high enough. Nice. This is a good way to get XP. Handmaid's fun again.
There is nothing.
Still gonna tell me to fuck off. You're gonna die, by the way, Handmaid. See, the second I have the opportunity to get rid of you, you're dead.
Yes. Very well. The Jedi. You may other.
Yeah, I really know.
I miss.
Still intelligence failed. So we get working on intelligence now. I think we've mostly done most of the dialogue for the companions already. We just got to start focusing on the game.
Something up?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if the game. For real, let's actually. Fuck me, we've already been going on for like 15 minutes. Talking about dialogue. Alright, so let's make our way to the next planet. What's the next planet we're gonna go to? So the next planet we're gonna. So we are doing this in chronological order. So if you don't know the chronological order, this is the first planet you do is that. Obviously you do these first two planets first. Obviously you don't have a choice of those two planets. But after that you do Nagashishtar, then you do Dantooine, and then you do Alderaan Part 1. Then you have to go back to Alderaan, and once we're doing Alderaan Part 1, then we go. Then it'll take us to Korriban. But we're gonna do Dantooine. What? What? That was weird. Why the game title came up? It's like I just started the game now. I've never seen that before. Okay, we'll skip this. We don't need to watch that.
Has there been any sign of the ship?
No, mistress, nor any word of our sister. We do not know where they travel now.
The freighter. It is important. And I thought the droid was as well, but I was wrong.
Mistress, we still do not know the significance of the ship or the droid. We downloaded all you asked, but we are still no closer to the answers you seek.
Then perhaps we'll need to have faith that your sister will change her mind, remember her oath, and return to us with the answers we seek.
I hope so, mistress. But there has been no word of her since she departed with the other 4 on the freighter.
4?
Yes, mistress. The Iridonian, the Ichani-trained pilot, the exile, and the old woman.
Old woman?
Yes, mistress.
I do not recall seeing her.
Mistress, she was secured for much of the time the exile was here. At other times you were meditating, and we did not wish to disturb you. Mistress, is there something wrong?
I am tired. I sometimes feel as if things are collapsing all around us. It is just at the edge of perceptions, waiting. I fear things will collapse before our enemies reveal themselves.
Yes, mistress.
I will meditate upon this. Perhaps it will clear my mind.
Will Atris?
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again? This is Ronto Scrag. What house rule says I have to go first?
Sure, we've had this before.
Yeah, well, I'm still not convinced you aren't cheating.
Warning, if you draw another ±1 card, I will enact assassination protocols.
This droid is cleaning me out. Yeah, keep it down, trash compactor. Look, it's your irritating deets and de-deets that can be heard all over the damn ship, alright?
HK-47. I did not realize that you still existed, especially now that the other generations are activated.
Query, what is it you wish, Fat One?
I see that your recent reassembly has not affected your behavior core, nor your attitude.
Statement. If I require a similar diagnostic in the future, I shall seek out the Iridonian.
Oh, I do not think so. There is much work that needs to be done first.
Query, have we had the misfortune to meet before? I believe I would have remembered one as large as you.
Oh, yes, we have met. And I have not finished with you yet.
Oh, really?
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe you've been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.
Those scenes that would really make sense, because even if he did knock him out, right, there's a chance he would remember that. Alright, let's save the game real quick. No, in fact, we just did save the game. Wait, first. Right, so we're going to take HK with us, because I want to level up HK. I don't really care about that droid. I'll never use that droid realistically in combat. And we'll take Shreya.
You'll find little welcome here, Jedi. For your own good, I recommend you speak to Administrator Adar.
Oh yeah, I forgot these people get annoyed. Yeah, my life.
And go. I will answer you. She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine.
I can't just kill you.
After the Sith attack,
the face you made.
She kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries. We had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi helped clear most of the problem up, but after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started gathering here. Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. The administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government. I know it doesn't look like much, but there aren't many settlers that live on this planet. This building is the start of something new for us. We're very proud of it. We're working on it. Is there anything else you'd want to talk about? Just head into the building and you'll find your way to the administrator. I'll be over by the entrance if you need anything else.
Oh, I'm gonna deal with you later. You seem to be annoying. Alright. Actually, what's this droid good at? What shoots do you specialise at? In Gold 2. Demolition. Yeah. Seems to just be mainly demolition. Okay. He's got a lot of levels to do for him. Okay. I guess we'll just work on these skills. Repair, security tools. You can be a bomb diffuser expert. Quite a lot of strength actually for a droid. Well, I'm going to increase that though. I mean, awareness is, to be honest. Do I want to work on them? No, we just keep working on awareness. Even though awareness is kind of a pointless skill. Right. I haven't mastered last one long. Make sure I appreciate the stream. Give it level 15. We're going to get to level 15 regardless of the trade enemy. Actually, we'll just two skills with demolition this time. Awareness is not that useful. Right, let's see what will we upgrade this level. Upgrade is health. Because we're going to make this droid, obviously, a HK, a rifle user. That's not increase anything. Dexterity, I'd imagine. Yeah. It's just not like to spend 2 points on this. Okay. Jeez. I wish there's a way you could like reset the levels. So I could like pick what I wanted to specialise in most. Repair security. Nah. Go stealth and I don't like that. Like it has to be stealth and demolition is considered the same tree. I'm a big fan of that. Okay, he's leveled up, so he's now level 17. Just sketch it, you can see.
A Jedi. I'm sorry, Master Jedi. I won't tell nobody if you spare me. I promise.
Never did that reaction, bro.
Statement. Master, there are times when your actions make my behavior core glow.
That's good. Thanks, bro. Even though you're skin. Remember everybody was getting annoyed when I kept doing that? Damn. I should have not killed him, you know, I should have brought on him, see if I could have convinced his, to get more loyal to me. I don't break that. Oh, I actually forgot to put guns on HD. Lol. Modification, Siege Fortunes. Yeah, Dexterity Defense bonus. So he doesn't have any computer use. Oh, I'll put that on. Attack with fire, destroyed skills. Yeah. Attack with fire, destroyed skills. Yeah. No. West right. You know what? That might be useful to joint damage. West swimming, siege fortitude, repair, defense bonus plus dexterity. We'll do the defense bonus. Get his really high dexterity. Yeah, to be honest, I don't even matter what ones we put on for these. I barely use these. Oh, Mark 3. That's best. Yeah. That doesn't have a dexterity bonus, but. Right. Blaster rifle. Because his HK doesn't start off with a blaster rifle in this game, like the next one, probably one. That was just kind of lame. The bowcaster's good, but it doesn't really make sense giving them a bowcaster. Let me go with this. The Ride Disturber. Unless this is a good battle rifle. Oh, actually. Ah, it's limited in upgrades. No, we'll give him this.
What is it?
I'm actually go back, you know what, I'm gonna go back to the ship, see if I can give HK any more upgrades first.
I don't understand why you won't let me take a look.
Statement. I've had quite enough tampering at the hands of unskilled meatbags such as yourself. I'm not eager to submit to this treatment now or in the future.
Unskilled meatbag? I'll show you unskilled.
Appeasement. I did not mean to imply that you were an unskilled meatbag, as incapable of performing rudimentary repairs as holding a hydrospanner. It is only that I am quite particular with my repairs. Perhaps when I am more confident in your abilities, I will allow you to examine my internal components.
If you've got some time, I'd like to see what I can upgrade for you.
Yes, I do have a few moments to spare for your work. I would like to know what he is doing here, though.
He helps me out with repairs. That isn't a problem, is it?
I suppose not. Perhaps in working on my circuitry, your assistant will learn something about how a fully functional droid is constructed.
Just ignore him and let's get to work.
I would appreciate that. Our group has little in the way of time to spare, and I would not want to delay you from your other duties.
Right. Let's get you open. See what you can do.
I think there's like 100 dialogues parts
I
when
have
you
to
go
say, you are put together quite well. That wasn't much to do.
As I told you, my design is streamlined and efficient, though I am pleased that you were able to make some improvements, and this was not just a waste of my valuable time.
There were a few things from my remote that I was able to integrate into your construction.
I see. Well, thank you. I'll let you get back to your work.
Still weird that the interrogation droid. Right, you see, that's the interrogation droid out of the New Hope. Which is not original interrogation droid. Right. Upgrade items. So could we upgrade our... Have we got any upgrades? Let's see, we have any of these upgrades. Oh yeah. I actually forgot to put that on. There we go. Assemble. Lightsaber. Can we... Anything? No. We are on Dantooine, so we should be able to find some more upgrades for our lightsaber. That should be good to know. Alright, here we go. HK Blast. Let's see if we can put anything in it so we can put a scope on it. Nice, 25% chance to stun. Sure. That would fire out defense bonus. Upgrade. Damage boost. In fact, to be honest, even though it gives you a worse defense bonus, we can diminish that. So we're definitely bringing HK because I want to encounter a HK droid from him because I think we need to do it at least once. Who should I bring as my second companion? You know, we're going to bring this guy, see if I can convince him. See if I can convince him to go more dark. Because he's went neutral because I've annoyed him too much. I've saved the game in forever, jeez.
Duftadan Gelfa, Hoi Sidan Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa Badino Gelfa, Linda Dufta, Duftadan Gelfa, Hoi Sidan Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa Badino Gelfa, Linda Dufta, Fandibo Gelfa, Faboyalta, Linda Dufta, Hoi Sidan Gelfa Badino.
Mate, I'm not playing Bazaar, honestly. I'm not playing a rigged game. The Bazaar's just like one of the most rigged games ever. Plus, if I was saying Bazaar, right? The freaking playthrough would be even longer.
Greetings and good day. Is there something? My apologies. I have no recollection of the Sith invasion topic. Error. Memory overflow. Resetting. May I be overly... Processing. Exterior damage analysis. Level 7 impairment. Multiple casing breaches detected. Bipedal servos misaligned by 32 degrees. Memory storage overflow. Memory unit is approximately 56 months overdue for maintenance.
Right.
Greetings, Jedi. Welcome back to Dantooine. Is there something I can do to serve you? My memory banks recognize you as a Jedi. You are among many Jedi who were trained in the Academy here at the Enclave, prior to its destruction during the Sith invasion. My apologies, Jedi. May I be overly... Dantooine is a rural world, far removed from most galactic trade routes. Historically, agriculture has been Dantooine's primary industry. Since the destruction of the Jedi Enclave, salvage of the ruins has become a key area of growth for the local community. Kunda's salvage industry is a main source of income for the local community. At their own risk, salvagers may remove relics from designated salvage areas within the ruins. The fee to remove a relic from Dantooine is proportionate to the appraised value of the item. For more details, speak to Administrator Terena.
Okay.
The famed ruins of the Jedi Enclave. Zeron strongly urges salvagers to avoid the... Approximately 5 years ago, the Dark Jedi Malak and his Sith fleet assaulted Dantooine. The surprise of the initial orbital bombardments prevented any resistance from the surface. The attack destroyed much of the Jedi Enclave, leaving only the sub-level partially intact. The Sith attack also concentrated heavily on some obscure ruins to the south, but the reason for this is unknown. You are on the register as one of the Jedi who left the Enclave to fight in the Mandalorian Wars. My memory has no record of your return before now. You had no direct interaction with this droid. However, I had one instance of a conversation between Masters Vrook and Vandar regarding you. Beginning playback. Error. Recording partially corrupted. Resolving.
Today I caught him in a heated argument with my Padawan. His master refuses to properly discipline. I want to know what action you intend.
Vrook, I respect your wisdom, but it is not your concern.
But uncontrolled. Whatever the other Padawans see him do, they are quick to do the same. Other students dislike him intensely.
True. An average student of the Force, but with a unique strength, is a natural leader.
I strongly disagree. Mediocre Jedi, lust for power, will lead to the dark side. Furthermore, it...
Recording degraded. End playback. May I be of any further service to you?
Of course.
I am conducting my appointed route. May I be of...
Okay.
If you will...
Alright, that's enough.
You'll find little...
Don't cause any more trouble for Dantooine. Had enough of it for a lifetime.
Really?
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us?
I'm not a Jedi, they will
They
love me.
certainly would. Well, you remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
They did
I still
actually.
don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Oh, really? You guys certainly got some fucking cheek. Nodding your head? Why can't I force choke you?
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to the ruins. If you need directions to anything else, just ask. Her office is directly behind this room. You really can't miss it. She can see you now if you like. You're not. The only heavily armed people that visit us are either salvagers or mercenaries. And you don't look quite gritty enough to be a mercenary. The things that would most interest you are our weapon merchant and Zeron, the leader of our militia. Akere is still around here somewhere too. He sells droid components.
Yeah. We'll find them in our...
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship, yes? No friendly greetings are here for you. Many of the weak are skilled in manners, but I am not weak. Do not seek to insult me again. I am done being inconvenienced by you. Another interruption. You must not have heard who I am. Waste another's time, not...
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here.
Alright.
Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the administrator is a pat in the back. I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now. I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will. What am I supposed to do? Salvagers keep trespassing on my land and stealing my farming equipment. They grab anything they can get a hold of. I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren. But I can't farm without my equipment. Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare. A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits. It's hard to deal with womp rats when you got a Gundark on your back. I believe she'll get around to it, but I think by then it'll be too late. I understand that the wheels turn slowly on this sort of thing, but my crops are in immediate danger. The salvaging laws on Dantooine are a mess, and in my mind they favor the salvagers. I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager. If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful. I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you.
Right.
These war trophies are advanced weapons that some of the Sith troopers had. Heavy ordnance, which wouldn't be much good for defending my home. I might be able to offer more if you take care of the problem, though. Can you help me out?
Hey.
That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me.
Okay. So we have a mission.
A lot of people here hate Jedi. But when they were here, they tried helping us. I don't blame them.
Who's this guy, actually?
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garavik. Well, call me a defective protocol droid. Manners, right. I'm Barun Modril. I'm Captain Zeron's right-hand man. I help run the militia here. Well, that makes it sound more important than I am. Zeron takes a hands-on role in running the militia. If you have any real trouble, you'd have to go to him anyway. This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing. But the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room. It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers. Maybe see if Zeron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us? Well, then maybe he should be replaced. Definitely. The militia makes sure to reward anybody that helps out Dantooine. And if he's doing something risky. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back. I just feel... I just have a feeling about it. I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and, Zeron too, I suppose. I see. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to go over the militia rules then. Kunda and the salvager camp are under militia protection, so a friendly scuffle is all right. But if any blasters are drawn, there'll be hell to pay. But if you buy some Jedi trinket and you're not satisfied, you're on your own. I'd stay away from the mercenary camp. We've had difficulties with them. We don't patrol or investigate there anymore. A trip there and you're on your own. Follow the rules and we don't have any problems. Oh, and Pato Ado doesn't cheat as far as we can figure. So don't complain about the Ithorian either.
Oh, he does cheat.
All right.
Does all the quests to get rid of the captain.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adare. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed? I'll take it as a given that the vessel is indeed yours. And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel. Of course not. I'm trying to stabilize an entire planet. An exchange bounty, no matter how abundant, is little use in that endeavor. But if a Jedi were here, that would best be kept secret. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence. Indeed, true coincidence seems very rare in the affairs of Jedi, but I should tell you, I feel I must step carefully here. You are not like other Jedi I have known. You seem darker somehow. Yes, I understand. Say no more. For good or ill, I feel you are the only one remaining who can help me with the present situation. My friend, let's just call him Frook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong? We need the skills of a Jedi more than ever. He was helping investigate Azgul and his mercenaries, but he had his own errand to run in the Enclave. Jedi business of some sort. He went into the sub-level, which isn't without its dangers, and he hasn't returned. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him? From what I know of your type, you have all of the equipment you need to deal with the sub-level. I do realize the Jedi Order disbanded, so you must find credits yourself, however. The sub-level is dangerous enough that the salvagers have not managed to properly search it. There are many artifacts of value. Normally, I ask for a percentage of all salvage. In your case, however, you can take whatever you find without the customary tithe. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave's security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with? He was investigating the mercenaries for us. We've been increasingly concerned about them. Their behavior has always been antagonistic, but recently they've been behaving differently. Vrook was investigating this when he disappeared. We were counting on any hard intelligence he could provide. Our other assets have been... If you find any...
Yeah.
I believe I've told you everything. I have no doubt that Maroon means well, but I have every confidence in Zeron. I would ask you to ignore... I realize that I'm asking you for help, but you must also know that I am the head of this nominal government. There are plenty of opportunities.
Okay.
Who do you want to know?
Okay. We could be there all day. Oh, we know what the scavengers are. We don't want to loot stuff. We know what the other two groups are. Doors. Nope. Never mind. And nope.
Tochi monas runta. Yun bola. Watagra. Posoma britushniki tuk tuk bamba. Bora. Posoma britushniki tuk tuk bamba. Bora. Posoma britushniki tuk tuk. Fasa susho wi. Kanaina. Hoshmanfu ni wado de kuta masapa. Tongi wan. Dokini kamaren zuni inash dijo.
Well, the lowest of prices. We'll see about this. Lowest prices. Let's see. Mate, 1,100 credits for an armor. That's not even that hard to get. Yeah, this stuff is not cheap, bro. $5,000. That's not cheap, bro. So I think I really like one on my car, you know. Man, this guy says the stuff is cheap. This is a well price. 7,600 credits.
Insora. Karonoma.
No. Whatever. I mean, I'm gonna ask every single companion. Absolutely. So we can't even talk to that common guy because every freaking door's locked.
A lot of people here hate Jedi, but when they were here, they tried helping us. I don't blame them.
Alright, so let's go to Dawn Play. So, if you seen my Knights of the Old Republic 1 playthrough, which was like 2 months ago, you would have seen us on this planet as well. Though it did look a bit different than the first game. So we're going to go just restarted in the Jedi Enclave, not in there. I think that's one of the family facilities in World War I. We'll go and gauge everything we see. Give a level up. Things are actually quite resistant to force lightning.
More where that came from.
Assassination protocol initiated. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Yeah, those compounds are really, really resistant to freaking force lightning, I'll tell you that. Some of the most resistant to force lightning. It's like humans. Any living creature, they're really, really weak to force lightning, but they got a really strong resistance to force lightning.
Tapele gathered a group to go to the sub.
You a new salvager? Or one of those Kunda cantina rats coming here to complain? Well, we don't need another one. Look around this camp. We got the salvaging more than covered. I'm gonna give you some advice. Turn back. There's nothing you're gonna find. You don't look like you're gonna crawl around the ruins. If you want to go to the sub-level, you are gonna need the administrator's permission, though. If you're not going to listen to anybody, maybe you can help me out. The only place that has anything is the sub-level. And only a couple of fools have gone there. And they're now dead fools. Yeah, I'd like to do the decent thing and get their bodies and put them to rest. That hole isn't a fit place for a salvager. So, if you find a couple human corpses down there, just grab their gear and their bodies. I'll pay you 500 credits for each of them. Well, us salvagers that are still here have to stick together. I've been here the longest, and I'll be here last. I buy Jedi salvage from the ruins. Slow business now, but I get by. Sometimes I sell them to visitors like yourself. Besides, that's none of your flaming business.
Really?
You should have let me know you're a customer instead of letting me think you're some disease-ridden salvager. Let me show you what I've got.
Disease-ridden salvager? Fuck you. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. I'll give you that. Ooh. Oh, these are just crystals, though. Any of these massive crits? That's the perfection. You know, I'm gonna buy that. Buy. Yes. Okay. Any armor? Just one more time. That's pretty good armor, but I don't like the way that armor. I kind of like the armor that's more like actual armor.
Oh, a visitor comes to our delightful salvager camp. We are honored. This saddens me to hear. True, this camp isn't as opulent as you're used to with your off-world notions of comfort and decadence, but this is a place of people who toil. A question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy one of the most elusive of all Jedi artifacts? A powerful Jedi holocron? This is no idle boast, traveler, but a fact. A holocron is easily worth many thousands of credits to any Jedi, but I will sell it to you for a low price. I ask a mere 1,000 credits for this rare find. This is not a matter of negotiation. You should buy it quickly before others come. A discerning question. The reason is simple. The market of buyers is limited on Dantooine. If I were on Coruscant, I could make a fortune with this. My dilemma is I lack the funds to travel. So I cannot reach a better market, so my price is reduced. But you travel. And surely you could find a Jedi buyer. I assure you it isn't. I will show it to you presently. As you can see, it is in fine shape. A real bargain at a mere 1,000 credits. How'd you know? Well, I never unload this accursed thing. This isn't my fault. You can't blame me. I apologize immensely. But surely you recognize that attacking me here will pose problems. The militia and the salvagers will hunt you. I will not. Very well, take it. Leave me to my poverty, my suffering.
Yeah, get me that.
Query, is there someone... Statement. Excellent. Or perhaps the Achani female. She will provide... I certainly hope it is not the T3 unit. Query.
Yeah, anybody can kill faster. Not yet, pal, not yet. You know what, let's go for the upgrade. Let's go for the generator. We'll do that later.
Do you feel it? The wound on this world, it is centered here.
Yeah.
If we succeed in gathering the Jedi, they will come to this place. And if those Jedi are slain, then all that remains of the Order shall be drawn here as well.
No, don't worry, all the Jedi are gonna get slayed.
Perhaps in the shadows of the galaxy, we will know when the time comes. And I hope our enemies do not.
I wonder what happens. I'm generally curious, you know, I've never actually done a full Dark Side playthrough where we kill every single Jedi before we go to Tatooine. Because I wonder what will happen if there's none left. Anyway, chat, give me 2 minutes. I need to go and do it. I'll be back. Yeah, I wonder what happens if you kill all the Jedi. Do you even go back to Tatooine? Because I've never actually killed all the Jedi before Tatooine. It's kind of the only reason why I wanted to do a Dark Side playthrough. Like killing all the Jedi, because I've done Dark Side playthroughs, but I've never like killed them all. So I wonder if it's a bit different. Anyway, let's get rid of history.
Diagnostic. For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned.
Yeah, pretty much he just gets rid of HD, because he can't shoot. Shit me, man, I'm gonna get wrecked. Fuck, it's got wrecked!
Just say the word.
This is bad, I did not save the game, I did not save the fucking game! Fuck! What did I actually do? I did save the game, thank god. Fucking Master Blaster shot, fucking just annihilating. Just annihilating me, man. Alright. Jesus, man, we've got absolutely problems here. Try this again, shall we?
Master.
Just gonna keep running. Bit of a cheesy way to fight, but I like how you just get up and die. Alright. We'll get this eventually. Oh, it's not full health. No, 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 no. Got rid of that combat.
Failing, Master. Failing, Master.
Something up?
Yeah.
Query, is there some... State... State... Ver... Query, indeed, I was unaware that the computer was locked. Statement, yes, I heard it was voice printed. Most curious. Statement, I suppose so, Master, but I would need to know who voice locked it, and regrettably, I do not have that knowledge. It seems to me that we will have to accept the T3's astrogation abilities for the time being. It is a very loyal and dependable droid for its class.
Really? But I don't... Never mind. So, we're going to find 2 more groups of those HG units. Also, we don't need to bring HG with us. I want to see if I can get his influence up a bit by taking him in the mission. Looks like it sucks against these things. Sandy?
You know where that came from?
Oscar seems to be good against these things. No, not as good as someone's liking them. I think the Carpers are just tanky enemies. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, well, today's stream was a bit later because I had to do something, so I think I did mention it and start streaming that one. Smart. My playthroughs are not doing good anymore anyway.
Who are we missing? We're one off.
We're missing Joran. I don't see Joran.
That runt of a Cathhound, he's the one with the backpack. Did anybody grab anything from the room? Anybody? What do you want? So the pup thinks he can start bossing us around. Watch yourself. We've been here a lot longer. Plenty of accidents happen to people that don't respect the rules. All I see is fresh meat for the Lagrex. Don't even think of threatening us. That's a battle you can't win. That's it. Attack!
You should have said that.
Initiated.
You cannot win.
Something up?
You cannot win. Cannot win against our pathetic attempts. We are much more experienced. That's what I'm talking about. That's why Force Lightning's broken, right? Okay, there's some creatures that have got a strong immunity to Force Lightning, clearly. Right, but when it comes to most wildlife, no. Shouldn't have been an asshole to me, no? If you want an asshole, why would I have attacked you? Should have had some cheek. Right, so we need to clear all the creatures in this fucking place. These things are weak to Force Lightning, these pugs.
Is someone out there? Anybody? I could, but if there's another one of those damn beasts out there, I'll stay put. You must be fierce with a blaster, then. Give me a moment, I sort of jammed the door a bit. Just don't leave.
Thanks for saving me. I thought those Lagrex had me for sure. Listen, I didn't ask for your help. I appreciate it, but I don't owe you anything. Here I was thinking you might be a nice one. No need for threats. I don't have much to give, but... Alright, here's 300 credits. Is that enough of a reward for you? Can I go now? I didn't find a single thing. I just want to get out of this pit. There's no way I'm gonna give those to you. I risked my life for those. I've given you all the credits I got, but I earned what I found. Of course it's negotiable. It's mine and not yours. And I say take a short trip out an airlock without a spacesuit. I'm not giving you my find.
Not too bad, mate. You made a bad choice.
Good thing we got the drop on him before he knew what was happening.
No door can stop me. Unless the door's actually open. Maybe that one, that's weird. Sorry, mate, I'll leave that night. That's one body.
More where that came from.
60 damage? Jeez, that's a lot of damage that force lightning doing. Maybe we could do like that much damage to like strength build and my guardian class or a That's it. Assessment said Jedi guardian.
Ready to serve.
Don't know why you used a new one. I'm gonna do hell, bro. Really? Look, this so funny. Bacon like that. I do sense that these droids are going to be deactivated. So I'm saved. No, it's like, no, who's got the highest computers? Right. Fire reports. Connection failed. I'm flying. 5 seconds. That's kind of pointless to blow that up, actually. I thought it would have done something. Change how the protocol droids have been deactivated. Okay, that's the worst lightning wish at that time. We're going to be close to leveling up soon. I still hate that right automatically doesn't play at that. What annoying. But your light attack doesn't matter. Even if you were a Jedi Guardian, right, focus completely on strength, it's still shit compared to like. Use the music in this game's not copyright. That's the good thing about this game. This is a Star Wars game, but the music ain't copyright. So unfortunately, most of model games have really good music.
More where that came from.
Fuck me, man, Adam, man. Oh, they got level up, nice. You know what? Just look at that. Take it. Now he's also got really high demolition as well. And still. Well done, Adam. High still. Alright, HK. sure. I don't know where
More where that came from.
I fucking hate why he uses 4 shields.
More where that came from.
That was a waste of 4 shields, bro. Hell no. This may trigger like a massive chain reaction. If I shoot you on this, will cause a chain reaction. If we get any thing. So I'm gonna save the game, right? Yeah, that caused a big chain reaction. I thought that was gonna happen. Still don't know when that would really be useful. Is it counting? Kind of useful. Kind of weird. Like that would have been useful to put at the start, right? And then once I put on the creatures or something like these creatures. But then. Alright, here we go. So we got this guy. So that's one of the companions you can get. But you have to play as a female character to get him as a companion.
Your arrival is fortunate. I was just running out of food supplies and wondering what Lagrek meat would taste like. I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic, although I'm certain my contemporaries would judge me more a historian than scientist. I imagine in your travels of the galaxy you've seen many people. Faces tend to blur together after a time. What else would you like to know? No. It is something of a mystery why they would exile themselves as they have. It is not the way of the Jedi to vanish in such a way, especially when the Republic is in need of them. I fear that there is something else at work. Something that we cannot see. Then again, perhaps the Jedi are hiding simply because so many people hate them these days. It is difficult sometimes for the Jedi to see such things, since much of it is rooted in human nature, and the Jedi are often removed from events of daily life, insulated. But the reason the Jedi Civil War was named such was because few in the galaxy can recognize the difference between the Sith and the Jedi. To them, they are both Jedi, with different philosophies. Hate? No. I do not hate them. They only raise questions without answers. Jedi are not supposed to be like the rest of us. They are supposed to see a higher purpose in all things. And they are supposed to train students responsibly and well, so mistakes of the past are not repeated. Yet all I saw was ignorance and arrogance, and what those seeds created in the Republic. It is difficult to follow the Jedi Code when so few others have. But you know this.
Go ahead.
Many Jedi defied the Order during the Mandalorian Wars, and it paved the way for the Jedi Civil War. There is no blame. All must accept. But, at its core, one must wonder if it was the failure of the Jedi teachings or the teachers themselves. Many of the Jedi Council trained Exar Kun, Ulik, Revan, and Malak. How could they not see the danger they posed? And if they could not, perhaps there was some essential part of their teachings that was flawed. Something beyond the Jedi Code that they were missing. Revan had many masters. Zar, Dorak, Master K before K left for the wars. Towards the end of his training, he sought out many to learn techniques. It is said that he returned to his first master at the end of his training in order to learn how he might best leave the Order. I am not certain you understand what happened with Revan. Do you wish me to explain?
Maybe already know.
What else? I'm trying to save the Republic. Dantooine and the Jedi Order are instrumental to that effort. Despite the troubles of the Jedi Civil War, there are those among the Republic who still favor the Jedi and wish them to return. And there are admirals within the fleet who recognize that the Jedi must be found if the Republic is to hold together. Yet as long as Onderon remains within the Republic and the efforts on Telos succeed,
yeah,
that is all that matters.
Going to say something proud.
The Republic is fragile right now. Telos is important because its success will determine whether or not the other dead worlds receive the same reconstruction efforts. If Telos is rebuilt and made habitable again, it will affect a string of worlds along the Rim. Was unaffected by the Jedi Civil War. It's almost as if Revan didn't want to attack it. Its resources and position on the Rim make it a vital supply line and guard post against Outer Rim attacks. Also, it's the only world in the Republic still capable of seeding ecosystems into other dead worlds. Onderon's wildlife is some of the most aggressive in the known galaxy. Merely placing some of those beasts on target worlds will guarantee their habitation for years to come. The Jedi are a symbol. As much damage as... Plus, there have been times in the past where a single Jedi has been enough to change despite the betrayal of...
Okay.
Before you go, I had a question for you. You came to Dantooine in search of Jedi. Why? What answers do you seek? It has been my experience that Jedi rarely answer such questions, or instead indulge in half-truths. Exiled you. It is strange they would sentence you and not speak honestly of your crime. It is not the Jedi way to lie. Well, no, that is not true. There are times when truth is concealed if they think a greater good can be achieved. But when such things are done, it is always done with the intention that the person they withheld truth from cannot be trusted with that knowledge, that it will bring harm upon themselves and others. Perhaps there was some greater danger in you knowing the reason than in the reason itself. Strange. Mysterious are the ways of the Jedi. Sometimes they see things the rest of us do not. Other times, such sight brings arrogance and a fall. I will return to Kunda now and await the next transport. You may find me there if you have more questions.
No. So yeah, if you play as a if you play as a female like your main character, he will become a companion in this game, rather than the handmaiden. The handmaiden will not be a companion, which is quite interesting. So your companions, you know, based on sex and based on if you go dark side of lightsaber as well. The basic is all smart. Right, so go to the cave. That's a plan anyway. I think you go to the cave straight away, but they suggest to go here first. Yeah, see if there's anything left, any valuable left in this place. That's kill. I'm gonna save that. He's got very strong resistance to lightning. Okay.
Switching to combat mode.
Nice! Finally a level. Right, so with weight, obviously, 3 injury, obviously. So get a security upgrade a little bit. Demolition and contributory. Right, so we can get, obviously we can get a lot of abilities, which is nice, because we're level 18. Which is the max level to unlock every ability in the game, but obviously we can still go up to like, I'm not sure what the max level in this game is. Because you can go higher than level 30, but the XP takes forever. Like, you will not get higher than level 30.
Just say the word.
Switching to combat mode. Switching to combat mode.
Oh shit. Please try to distribute yourself in a second. No. Overload terminal, 5 seconds. That should open the door. That would kill you, by the way, if you did it 1 second. Yep, it worked. Okay, so you get stuck in them. Pretty much. No. Anything of value? Credits? Credits are credits, it's the same. Right, I think that's just done. Oh, we still got some creatures, so we got 4 storm now. Let's see how powerful this is. Obviously, we need multiple creatures next to each other. Yep, look at that range. that freaking range, yeah, that's gonna affect like maybe like 10 targets at once. 4 storm is legit broken. Like Force Lightning is really powerful before starting. Yep. The ability to Force Storm out of Lightning. Like, have you ever watched let's just say if you ever have an interest in Star Wars Legends, there's like a comic or something where Darth Sidious fucking like connects a freaking Force tornado. That's like okay. Okay. That was nice. Shrek. That's not even considered the dark side of, surprisingly. Well, I should just... That way he puts his lightsaber through it. I guess it's a 2004 game, but it looks so silly. So none of these will be used. No.
Acknowledgement.
See if you can go out to... Nice, okay. The scales get none. Crystal yellow. A lot of loot, but not really valuable loot. If I would say so myself in this place. So that's explored the whole area. Still missing a few bits. Nope, we've explored the whole thing I think. Apart from these two rooms actually. Up here. We'll explore them now.
Just say the word.
Ready to serve.
Mines can always be useful, you know, in boss fights. Especially if you can't beat the boss. You just put down hundreds of mines. Plus it also gives you XP, so just kind of...
Target acquired.
More where that came from.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, more?
Switching to combat mode.
More where that came from.
My leg Rex! You've killed them. They're my pets. I'm not a thief. People give to the Jedi in exchange for service. They were just giving.
Oh, really?
I'm KV, and this is my home. Now there's nothing to stop them from coming back. They're taking things that are Jedi and not theirs. That's wrong. I am a Padawan, and one day I will learn enough to be a Jedi.
Oh, really?
What do you mean? I've always been trained to be a Jedi.
You're too weak.
Why are you still here? Go! This is my home. You won't leave alive. I hate you.
Oh, really? Well, that's unfortunate. I don't like it. You got an annoying voice.
Glad we got the drop on him.
I haven't seen it, for sure. gotta get Autumn's persuasion back, influence back, so we can maybe convince him. So we get a proper answer from him, because he didn't want to answer us. Alright. Yeah, right, here. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm gonna end the stream here. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. So tomorrow we'll be continuing.
Braved the perils of the
maybe not.
sub-level.
Dude, this guy was a
Many
scumbag.
stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates. For now, not only do I get rich salvage, but an even richer bounty. Do not be making this difficult. Your death can be quite...
I can do this guy. Someone was off about this guy.
So, this is your threat? Is terror what I'm supposed to feel? We know a thing about
But I'm not a Jedi, though.
And their ways. And now, Jedi, we shall fight.
Okay. Mate, you're gonna have to fight better than that. Oh, I know the Jedi ways. Oh, really? Mate, even if I was a Jedi, I'd get absolutely fucking annihilated. But you've never got us, man. I love how arrogant the AI is in this game, man. They think they can take on a Force user like it's fucking nothing. But anyway. Oh, they make me laugh sometimes. Like, we know the fighting style said the dialect who said oh man, it's kind of funny. But anyway, that's what's going to be done today. So tomorrow we'll be continuing our playthrough of Saints Row 3, Saints Row the Blood, I should say, Saints Row 3, whatever you call it. And on Friday we'll be continuing our playthrough of this. Of course, next Friday there'll be no stream because I'm busy next Friday, but I'll mention that closer to the time. Did I say that? Alright chat, I will see you all